We now have a new feature on our Formation Companies module, which is linked companies to directors. So if we simply click search on Formation Companies, it will give us every single limited company that has launched in the UK within the last 24 hours, which, as you can see here, is 4,283. We can narrow this down by industry. So let's select plumbers and location. So let's try Doncaster. And we've narrowed it down to 2 results. What we can do now is select one of the results, scroll down to the director's details and select the little LinkedIn icon. So we've got one hit here, which is Callum Trower, and he's a managing director at Empire Plumbing and Heating. So the SIC code that we chose was for plumbing and heating, so there's a good bet that this is the chap that we would need to speak to. What we could do to confirm that now is look at linked companies. And we've found that he was also a director of Empire Plumbing and Heating. With trades, it's quite common that they have a Facebook page relatively shortly after launching. This one hasn't got that yet. But if we take a look at the linked company, Empire Plumbing and Heating in Doncaster, you can see that we've now managed to find a public Facebook page, and we found a mobile telephone number and an email address which may still be active. We can change location. Let's try Sheffield. And we've got one result here. We can scroll down to the director's details and select the LinkedIn icon. So we've got 2 Nick Hobsons for Sheffield, but one is actually showing with no details, and one is actually a joiner and fitter. So it's quite possible that this isn't the chap that we'd like to speak to. And if we select the LinkedIn on the other director, we've got J Holmes Plumbing and Heating, and that's Jared Holmes. So we are pretty certain that that is the chap that we'd like to speak to, because it's within the same industry. But what we can do to confirm that is if we click the little LinkedIn profile. So we've got Holmes Plumbing and Heating Limited. And over here we've got Nick Hobson Limited, but the SIC code is that of a joiners. And again, if we remind ourselves by clicking on this LinkedIn, he is showing as a joiner. So it's very, very likely that this is the chap that we'd like to speak to in relation to Hobson and Holmes Limited. So the linked company feature is very, very useful at not only confirming LinkedIn profiles, but also finding any linked companies' contact information for the individual directors.